Welcome to the Rotary Club of Novato. This is Marty's Moment, where you get to learn more about our members. I am past President Marty Wickenheiser. Please join me in welcoming our special guest today.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. We are here today with Peian Harness, a valued member of our Rotary Club of Novato, and we are going to get to know a little bit more about her. Peian.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I have known you for, how long have you been in the club?
9 years now, probably, yeah.
9 years,
Yeah.
and I don't know a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
Who sponsored you into the club?
Grace Swan. So, yeah, when we first moved to Novato, and I met the friend across the street, and then through her, I met Grace. And she still has her restaurant at that time, so.
Oh,
yeah.
I see, yes. What was the name of that restaurant?
In the Days Inn, I forgot the
Oh,
name. The
that's
food
right.
just
It was
so
in
delicious.
the hotel,
Yeah.
right. So you have jumped into Rotary both feet, and your particular passion is international service. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah. Ron joined first, and I came as a spouse, so he needed to introduce me every time. But as I know Rotary more, I feel like I want to be part of it, so I decided to join to be a member too. So.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
That is really great to hear.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite of the international projects that you've introduced to our club? What's your favorite, or would you say most successful?
Yeah, I think our club did so many projects, like in Vietnam, in Philippines. And a few years ago, Holly took us to Colombia. So that's the first international trip I went visit with a global grant project. So I get to know the people from Colombia, the Rotarian there. And after that trip, we have a phrase we call them Rotary-holic. Those people, they work so hard on the project, they're doing that. So after I came back, I kept the relationship going. And then a few years after, they have a new global grant project. So I decided to be their part of that. So our club became a sponsor for that project. It's a peace project mostly for the kids that probably from 6 years old to 18.
Oh.
And then just an after school program. So keep them focused, keep them off street. So help them to do better.
Very, very, very nice. And I have a lot of respect for you, because I know that the communication between some of these countries is less than desirable, and you have to really be tenacious to keep the ball rolling and then to get a global grant.
Yeah. But the Rotarian, they are very good. They are very responsive, and then we chat once in a while, so that helps. I met them at the Rotary International Convention, so that's a good way to meet people too.
Very nice. How did you meet your husband, Ron?
Yeah, so at that time I was living in Taiwan working. Taiwan is not very big, so my office is in north, but the factory is in south. So I have to travel back and forth. And one time I just feel like I want to go to a restaurant. It's called Pig and Whistle in Taiwan. So I went there, and then I have a meal there, and then sit at bar, and there's a guy next to me, and then we start talking. And turn out that's Ron. That's how we met each other the first time.
What was it like growing up in Taiwan?
Yeah, my father actually came from China, so I don't have a lot of my father's side family, but my mom, she was born in Taiwan, so I have a lot of relatives. So I have two brothers too, I'm the youngest one. So, and my father is a military doctor, so I grew up in a military base. It's pretty safe, and then we have a lot of kids just playing together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's it.
So, Peian, you grew up in Taiwan.
Yes.
You wanted to try out a restaurant that sounds like it has an English name, the Pig and the Whistle. And you met a tall guy who was seated at the counter next to you, and this was very close to the events of 9/11. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right after 9/11. And then I met Ron, and then we, because we're both engineers, so we have so many things we like to talk about it. And after that, we just kind of keep the relationship going, and we be email each other, and to the point that we decide we want to be together. So, and then I start my immigration process that I want to move to U.S. But that's right after 9/11, so it's that the whole process is got us pretty worried whether we can get it through or not.
Yes.
So it took a while, but finally we made it.
And what do you want to do in the future here in Rotary?
So I think Rotary, after I joined this club, I find out our members in the past, we did so many good things. And I had the honor to serve on the Nova Road board, and that's a great project from our club. So I just feel like I need to carry that, all the project we've been doing, just carry on. In the futures, maybe we can build another senior housing or doing even more project locally or internationally. So that's my passion.
Now, I have been to your home, and I saw a big, beautiful piano. Is that, do you play the piano or your husband?
Yeah, I play the piano. I learned to play when I was a kid, and then as an adult, after I moved to U.S., I decided to start again. So I've been taking lessons for over 10 years now.
Wow.
And then, yeah, I love, there's so many piano group in the Bay Area. So once a while, every month, we just gather in somebody's home, and then we perform for each other, and it's a social event. And then, yeah, that's my current focus now.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And you like to hike?
Yeah, I like to hike, and then also I like to do potteries. That's one of my hobby too, just making some pots and then cups, things like that. And the hiking is a big thing, and traveling is another thing we both enjoy.
Well, you work with Ron now in an import-export business?
Yes.
I see. So that entails a lot of travel.
Yeah, that's because we both are engineers, so we both worked for a manufacturer before. So now we start our own business, so we know how to do that. And then I take care of the suppliers from Taiwan, and he take care of the customer in U.S. side. So it works pretty well.
Perfect.
And give me a chance to go back to Taiwan that I can see my families and the friends.
Beautiful.
Like
Perfect. Well, Peian, thank you so much. Very, very nice to get to know you a little bit better, and we look forward to a presidential year sometime in the future. Good.
Yeah.
You didn't cringe, so that's good. And thank you, audience. And remember, you may be next.